Hey guys! So if you found this video, most likely you know who I am, but if you were unlucky enough to just stumble upon this in a Google search, I'm J.K. Hogan and I write romance novels. My current work is mostly gay romance, and so turn away if that bothers you. Or stay and see what I have to say. I don't do a lot of videos because I think I sound weird on camera, but I thought it was time to address my readers and whoever else might be listening. My readers and my fellow author colleagues are good people, and the ones who need to hear this message probably aren't the ones following me and reading my queer books, but it's worth a shot anyway. Sorry, I do have notes, so I'm just gonna be kind of looking up and down. Some of you may know that I live in the heart of red country, so I am in a minority just for believing the things that I believe. Luckily that's not a difference that I wear on my sleeve or my face every day, so I can only imagine what it's like for people who can't blend in, but we're gonna get to that. I'm not here to talk about politics, though I think, and this is not hyperbolic, this will be catastrophic for this country. How catastrophic will depend on how we behave and what we do in the next 8 years. But this is not a message about winning or losing. So, try not to leave me comments about how I'm bent out of shape because, who I wanted to win didn't win the election. That's not what this is about. It's not about Democrats versus Republicans, Harry versus Voldemort. I'm not here to talk to you about he who shall not be named. I want to talk about the behavior of the American people right now. Just because we now are going into having an administration that's coming into power that lacks basic human decency and regard for equal rights doesn't mean that you have to use that as a model to govern yourself and your own behavior. So what I'm here to say, America, is don't be an asshole. Sounds simple, right? And I think Emma Lazarus said it best in her poem, part of which is on the Statue of Liberty. So if you'll indulge me, I'm gonna read that, and maybe if you listen, you might hear something that inspires you or explains what we've forgotten about our country. So, not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land, here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is imprisoned lightning, and her name Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. These were the ideals that this country was founded on. She said, the mother of exiles. This is where we came from. In the past, the United States was a symbol of a better world, a new world, a better life for people from other lands. And even if you're happy with the results of the Electoral College vote, because you think you're going to get a tax break or, I don't know, somehow the world will manage to be bettered instead of, melting around us. I'm here with a guide on how to behave in this post-election world. I've got some visual aids for clarity. So first of all, sorry, I'm shaking the table. Don't be a racist. A person's race is part of their culture, and their culture is who they are. And what you just heard in that poem is how the idea of this country was to embrace the differences and bring them all together to form a new society and a new republic. And that includes, people of different races, people of different ethnicities, Diversity is what makes this country great. And we need to do better. Naively, I guess maybe just from being a white person, I thought things had been getting better, and until all the police shootings started happening, and then the election, and it's kind of shown the part of society that had been hiding, at least from me. And for that, I apologize to my black friends, to my Hispanic Latino friends, because, like I said, I thought it had been getting better, and I was wrong and very naive. We got to do better, because diversity is our strength. Number 2, don't be a misogynist, or even a little bit sexist, because this one personally affects me. So, women give life to the world. Even though we're sometimes a mystery to you, we are strong, intelligent people, perfectly capable of working, voting, deciding what should happen to our own bodies, and we'll do it all while giving birth to children and raising them, or, not, whichever one we choose. Maybe we seem fragile, or, dainty, I don't know, but we don't need men to tell us how to survive. We've been doing okay so far. And we also don't care what our rank is on the attractiveness scale. Not a 10. I'm good with it. So, next up, well, again, let me just reiterate, diversity is what makes this country great. Next, don't be a xenophobe. Oh, you don't know what that is? That is the fear of people from other countries or other ethnicities different from your own. America has long been thought of as a safe haven for those in persecution, those seeking a better life. We need to embrace the ever-changing face of the nation, because it's been happening since its inception. Next time you feel the urge to tell someone to go back to a country to which they've never been, or pull off a woman's headscarf or hijab, it's a good time to remember we are all immigrants, unless you want to go ask the Native Americans how they feel about, what a real American is. Again, diversity is what makes this country great. One more. Almost done, guys. We're getting there. I lost my paper. I'm back. Okay. This is a big one. It's another one that affects me personally. Don't be a homophobe, or queerphobe, transphobe, or anything. Love the rainbow. People in the LGBTQIA spectrum have been bullied, hurt, disenfranchised, marginalized, persecuted for decades, probably centuries if we really go back and research it. And, it hasn't always been brought out to the light. It's been, hidden as something shameful. And, I know there's a lot of religious feeling and fire and righteous indignation over it, but we're talking about government and then behavior. Let's put religion aside for a second. Gay people have always been there, and it's never changed your life for the worse. It's never changed your life at all. Now that there has finally been some true social change on that front, we are not going back. LGBT people and their allies will not let those rights be taken away again. It's not going to happen. So the best thing you can do is make friends with us. Diversity is what makes this country great. Got it memorized yet? So, this is just a word of friendly advice, because I know some of you have never known what it feels like to be told you don't belong, be told you don't deserve the same rights as other people, or that you have no say in what happens to your body physically. So I'm just trying to womansplain it to you a little bit. Here's a good one. Equality includes everyone. That's the definition of equality. And that's what we deserve. Because we are not going back. We will fight, and we will rise. We will rise from the ashes of the most progressive administration this country has had in decades into the aftermath of whatever is coming, and we will not be silent. So get used to it. And, America, don't be an asshole. Because the stuff that's been going on this past week, not okay. I need my sons to grow up in a world where it's not okay to terrorize others for being different. And I need there still to be a world for them to grow up into. Last time, say it with me. America, don't be an asshole. Bye-bye.